Can you believe that 7.5 weeks have totally flown by? The holidays are upon us. We're looking towards some R&R with our families and maybe even that little bit of a break just before the next semester starts. But before then, we just need to focus on some of the great takeaways that we've had this semester. So far for myself, my biggest takeaways were body language, consistent and appropriate verbiage, and making an entrance and not just introducing yourself, and then knowing our audience. So just to touch back, body language is the first thing that I thought of when having to recap this semester. So body language is something that can totally be mistakenly change the entire tone of your presentation. So something as small as playing with your hair, disheveling, things around you, you yourself looking disheveled, slouching, maybe moving too frequently, something that I'm very, very guilty of, can really distort or hurt your message. So sometimes if there's a little bit too much stimulation for your audience, they aren't able to focus on whatever it is that you're saying. Not that it's not engaging, but they are just being stimulated too much with your moving around or whatever the case may be. Next would be consistent verbiage, inappropriate language. So this was really brought to my attention in week 7. I've kind of always paid attention to consistent verbiage because I myself work in the medical field and there's very few things that you can kind of veer off and give a synonym for. So I think it's very important when you are giving a message, especially something in an informative setting, that you are using those consistent verbiage and language so that you do keep your presentation flowing, your audience is able to follow you, and it just makes it a better overall ease of listening for your audience. And I think that when we are preparing for our speeches, we really just need to keep in mind who our audience may be and keeping it appropriate. You don't want to be speaking at a scholar level if you're talking to elementary school students. You also want to slow it down. I myself am also guilty of this, talking just a little too fast. So slowing it down never hurts anyone. It's really just for all audience types. It's something to keep in the back of our mind, which can be really difficult to remember in the moment of giving our speech. The next thing that I really want to point out is making an entrance. So don't just introduce yourself. Make your audience fall in love with you. So there's a study that was being held, and it was captured in Time magazine. So the average attention span for a notoriously ill-focused goldfish is about 9 seconds. But according to a new study from Microsoft, people now generally lose concentration after about 8 seconds. So that really, really highlights the effects of the increasingly digitalized lifestyle that we live. I mean, keep the aim. The aim is to engage your audience from the very beginning, keep your energy up, and get excited about whatever it is you're speaking on. Lights, camera, action, and just give your audience your all, pour your heart out. And lastly, know your audience. So know the interests, the age, and the topic, whether or not it's common knowledge or if it's something that you really are informing someone of. Know if you really should have visuals or handouts, if maybe it's not so common knowledge, or if it's something that, we can wrap up without that. So that being said, these are just a few of the things that I really like to focus on at the end of the semester, and I hope to carry with me in my, in future endeavors in my career. I hope you all have a beautiful holiday, and thank you.